Look, you make decent money. You're not broke. Your bills are paid. Maybe you even have a little savings, but somehow your net worth is still nowhere near $1 million. And deep down, you're thinking, wait, shouldn't I be further ahead by now? Because you did everything right. You went to school, got a job, worked hard. So why does it still feel like you're stuck in the same place financially? Here's the uncomfortable truth. It's not your income that's keeping you broke. It's the system of habits you're trapped in. And today we're breaking that system. My name is Jasu, and I spend way too much time thinking about how normal people in the U.S. stay stuck financially without even realizing it. If you're someone who earns a steady paycheck but still feels like you're not building real wealth, make sure to hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up if this helps you out. Because what I'm about to show you is exactly why most middle-class Americans never cross $1 million even after working 30, 40 years. Trap 1. Thinking income equals wealth. Here's the thing. In America, making $70K, $100K, even $150K feels like success. But here's what most people don't realize. According to Federal Reserve data, the median net worth of U.S. households is around $192,000. That's after decades of working. Let that sink in. Because income is just cash flow. Wealth is what you keep and grow. Example, person A earns $120K but spends $110K. Person B earns $70K but invests $20K year. After 20 years, person B is way richer. Trap 2, upgrading your lifestyle every raise. Look, you get a raise, and suddenly, new car, bigger apartment, more subscriptions, more eating out. It feels like progress, but it's actually a trap. This is called lifestyle inflation. And psychologically, your brain adapts fast. What felt like luxury becomes normal in weeks. Quick math. If you invest $500 a month starting at 25, at 8%, return to $1.5 million by retirement. But if that $500 goes into lifestyle upgrades instead, you get nothing. Trap 3, believing your house is your biggest asset. Now, you might be thinking, but I own a house. That's wealth, right? Not exactly. Here's where it gets really interesting. Your primary home doesn't generate income, has property taxes, maintenance costs, mortgage interest. It's more of a liability disguised as an asset. Yes, it can appreciate, but unless you sell or rent it, it's not building cash flow. Trap 4, car payments that drain your future. The average car payment in the U.S., around $700 a month. That's insane. Because here's what most people don't realize. That $700 invested monthly instead at 8% for 25 years equals $600,000 plus. So every time you upgrade your car, you're literally trading your future wealth for a depreciating asset. Trap 5. Saving instead of investing. Look, saving feels safe, but in reality it's costing you money. Because inflation in the U.S. averages around 2-3% annually. So if your money sits in a savings account earning 1%, you're losing purchasing power every year. Real example, $10,000 today in savings after 20 years, low interest, feels like to $6,000 in real value, but invested could become $40,000 plus. Trap 6, waiting for the perfect time to invest. This one is huge. People say, I'll invest when the market crashes. I'll start when I earn more. But timing the market? Almost impossible. Even professionals fail. Here's the truth. Missing the 10 best days in the stock market can cut your returns in half. So waiting actually makes you poorer. Trap 7. Depending only on your job. In the US, most people rely on one income source. That's risky, because if that disappears, everything collapses. Wealthy people, they build multiple streams: stocks, real estate, side businesses. Trap 8, ignoring tax optimization. Here's what most people don't realize. Taxes are your biggest expense. Not rent, not food, taxes. But middle-class workers often don't optimize. 401k, Roth IRA, HSA. Example, investing $10K year. Taxable account, less returns. Tax-advantaged account, significantly more wealth. Over 30 years, difference equals hundreds of thousands of dollars. Trap 9, thinking small investments don't matter. You might think, what difference does $100 a month make? This is where it gets really interesting. Math. $100 month at 8% for 30 years to $150,000. Small habits, massive results. Trap 10, not understanding the psychology of money. Look, money isn't just math. It's behavior, impulse spending, social comparison, fear of missing out. These destroy wealth. Here's the thing. In America, you're constantly exposed to ads, influencers, consumer pressure. It's Desi.